Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Washington football team taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington football team. Hi, Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. That home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City off and ended to It's not going to. We still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. So see, change at quarterback here as we move second half of the year. And look, let's face it, this is a franchise that's starting to rebuild a bit right now. It was time for a change, so they'll hand things over to the youngster, guy who's been around for a couple of years now, and he's going to get a big test in this one.
And Brandon, we have to remember, he didn't take a snap in year 1, but he spent the season on the practice squad, so a lot of people would say, so how does that actually help you? Well, he's around the team. He's around the playbook. He's in all the meetings.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And now the Chiefs making the decision that they're going to go for 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Haskins in the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. And from the shotgun, he'll throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Complete. He finds Gray. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
For Washington.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover. Defense is now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
On 1st down, Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Rush coming, and he down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs, and even 50 yards.
Oftentimes now, offense really as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because he had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time too.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. From the shot.